This is why she doesn't want to have sex with you. First, let me ask you a question. Have you ever asked her if she ever had sex with you without really wanting it? Or if she had this experience with someone else? Here's why. There are two types of memory. The memory of the body and the memory of the mind. And this last one also has other categories, but this is besides the point. The first time she ever had sex without wanting it, and trust me, the vast majority of women have this experience, unfortunately, the body and the mind registered a trauma. But the mind has this wonderful trick of disassociating itself when in situations of high risk, trauma, or abuse. The mind does anything it can to protect its host, which means very often that the trauma of the event will go unprocessed. And the mind cannot make sense of that because there is no logical reason why someone would do something without wanting it. The events will not make sense in the mind, which will only translate to self-blame. So instead of trying to make sense of it, the mind simply chooses to suppress the memory of the event to avoid causing additional trauma by revisiting that moment. But the second the body finds itself in a situation similar to the one that traumatized the person, like sensual touching, French kissing, and other intimate actions, it will send a message to the brain to let it know it's in danger. And the brain immediately will pick it up. After all, this is its job, to keep us alive no matter what. So it will try to link the current situation to previous trauma to assess if the situation is the same. And the problem is that for the brain, the situation is the same. The brain acknowledges that she is in danger, even if she loves you, even if she's attracted by you. Because the only thing that the brain sees is that she has no option to be in control. The tempo of the act is dictated by the partner. The desire of the act is dictated by the partner. The initiation of it is dictated by the partner. And this is where many men told me during sessions, but she can say no. No, she can't, because she fears your reaction. And I'm not saying that you're a bad guy and that your reaction is to be violent or aggressive or abusive in any way. Absolutely not. It's enough for you to throw a tantrum, for you to be disappointed, to be inconvenienced by her autonomy. That is enough because it will make her feel guilty. It will make her feel like she's being cruel to you instead of thinking of herself. And even more, your reaction reminds her that you think her body belongs to you. And her asserting her autonomy over her own body seems unfair to you for some reason. Let me tell you, you do not have a right to sex or to her body or to her. And it's exactly that expectation that makes her want to avoid sex altogether. If I had $1 for every time a woman has told me that she had sex with her partner just to have a few days of freedom from it, I would probably be a billionaire right now. And this is where things get super unattractive for her. The way that most men do this is that they get aroused without their partner, and then they come to them with a problem to fix, which is his sexual appetite. Let me give you an example. Let's say that she's chilling, she's reading on the couch. He gets aroused by looking at her or for whatever other reason, and now he wants sex. So he interrupts what she's doing, disrupts her activity, and now he expects her to focus on his ding-dong. But she's not aroused. I mean, she was just reading a few minutes ago, for God's sake. She might be even pissed because you don't respect her activities and her time. And now she gets scared too because she knows she's not aroused. But there's this insane expectation that she should. It will never happen this way, trust me. What you want to do is to not present yourself already aroused. What you want to do is not expect sex at all, because she's not a sex machine. She's a human being who gets to decide for herself if she wants to have sex with you or not. That's her call, and it's based on how much she is aroused by you. Presenting yourself with a hard schlong is not really attractive for the majority. And try to start to arouse her while you're already there. Seems like you're putting her in a race to reach the same place you are in as fast as possible. And that's just not how sexuality works. So what you want is to turn her on through non-sexual touch and then stop. Don't go further, because her arousal is not for you to obtain sex. Her arousal is for her to decide if she wants to go for it or not. Let her look at you like, why did you stop? I don't want you to stop. Play a little bit hard to get. Let her have only a taste of what you can do to her. Only a taste of how good you can make her feel. And let her decide if she wants the whole package. But don't push your timeline on her. Don't push the act per se. But let her come to you to ask for more. In that way, she'll feel more in control, more comfortable. And the fact that you don't present yourself with a hard schlong is going to eliminate much of the pressure that she feels. Because all of a sudden, those touches and those kisses are all for her. But when you're horny, those touches and those kisses are for you to make sure that she is going to sleep with you. I hope this helps, and let me know if you have any questions. And remember to stay golden, guys.